Yo, what the fuck is good, guys? So today I'll be talking about energy and how just having a clear vision of where you want to go can propel you to create more energy, right? And to operate from more energy. Because how it works is it's like things that you see as good, right? That those things give you energy, right? And what is good and what is bad? So think about it. What is good and what is bad, right? Not what other people have told you, not what your parents have told you, or what the neighbor has told you. Oh, don't be loud, right? Don't be loud. That's bad. Who says that's bad? That's his opinion, right? Because where does that come from? Okay, so we're starting there. So first of all, take that shit out of your head. Whatever it is, right? It's bad to drop this pen. Nobody. It's gravity, bro. It's just it's bad. That's your opinion. That's your opinion, right? And how it was this opinion created? It is from the outside world, right? Because otherwise you wouldn't have that opinion, right? You just accepted that as truth, right? So when I want to scream here, I see that as something good because I attach that to, for example, me expressing myself, right? Me releasing tension, right? If I just scream out loud here, right? Which I do often, right? I just scream, okay? I just scream, right? And then there's this little voice in your head, this little, teeny, tiny voice, right? Now it's getting smaller because I honestly believe that's the devil, right? So I'm listening to Outwitting the Devil at the moment, so I'm studying that book. And what it says is like the devil is in everything, right? He lives in everyone, right? So it's just how much do you allow him to take over your thoughts, right? So when I get a bad thought, I instantly reject it. I say fuck that, and instantly just I just affirm what I want. I affirm what I want. So for example, let me bring it back to the example I just told you guys about. um, for example, I just scream here, and then just this small thoughts comes. Oh, what does the neighbor think? Does the neighbor hear something? Okay. Hmm. This small little thing. And then I just scream even more, just to tell myself, fuck that, And honestly, it's just knowing what you want. Because if you do not know what you want, that's where the devil resides. That's the devil's workshop. If you don't know what you want. So for example, I was right now, I've been working all day, right? So uh, like slouching and shit like that, right? And then I just tell myself, okay, back up, okay, again, neck up, and back straight instantly. I just it's like a habit. And then I was like, I actually wanna record a video, but then I was like, and then I was like doubting myself again, right? I was doubting myself. Oh yeah, but what if you go late to bed and this and all that shit, bro? And you notice how my energy just shifted because I was like, you know, it's that pussiness. That pussiness is getting in your way of you achieving your goals. I'm telling you, that's where the devil resides, bro. That pussy inside pussy, that's the devil. So when you say, "Oh yeah, I'm not feeling well," or whatever, bro, whatever. That's exactly that is the devil. Okay. So how we know the devil as something, as something like with horns and shit like that. That's not the devil, bro. That is not the devil. Okay. So The devil, he finds himself in people who are drifters, right? Indefiniteness, right? They don't know what they want, right? So they're very insecure and don't have any confidence, right? So don't think about confidence about a macho guy or whatever. No, that's not it. Because okay, maybe I'm just reflecting the pictures I had in my head, and whatever you think confidence is, most likely that shit is wrong, right? So confidence is literally just knowing where you want to go, and your body just projects that. Your body, how you act projects that you know what you want, right? So when I'm not gonna doubt myself. For example, um, mm, I know I want to make money now, right? My goal is money right now. Okay, so when my, like, for example, my mother is like having some issues with how I'm currently, let's say, currently progressing in life, right? And transforming myself, and just obviously it's uncomfortable for her, right? She knows the old Nizar, and he's like always on his phone and always talking and this and that, because I had an insecurity of me thinking I had to reply, as if I was just very, very insecure about that shit, right? So I had to let go of that. I had to let go of that, right? So it was killing the old self. And now that I speak about it, I really, really just easily can say I have changed, right? And there's no emotion attached anymore to that, right? So I can just emotionally control myself in that situation. Obviously, God first, right? God has guided me towards this, right? But without a vision, if you don't know where you want to go, you're not going to move towards it. It's that simple, bro. So, that's about it, man. I just wanted to share that. Oh yeah, no. So my point. So for example, I want to wake up at 7 o'clock, right? And literally, I didn't even want to say I want to, because let me rewind it back, right? So at the start, when I started my self-development journey, my coach always said, you want to, you don't need to, because if you need to, it's like another energy. But I literally want to. You know why? Because I attach more pain towards not, like, towards waking up late than waking up early. It doesn't matter when I go to sleep, because I just attach more pain to that, right? So even if I make the mistake, even if, or not even mistake, let's reframe that. Even if I, let's say, for some reason I want to stay in late, right? I would attach even more pain, because that's not the person I am, right? So if I were to sleep until 10, right? Or whatever, or till 12 or 1 or 2 or whatever, I would still, like, I wouldn't feel as good as if I were to wake up at 7, right? Or whatever time you wake up, right? So it's about the pain you attach to it. What kind of person are you? And then you just move towards that. It doesn't matter if I got 1 minute of sleep, because I know within myself I want this. This is who I am. There's no questioning about it. There's no questioning about it. And to everybody on that journey, right? And I've got a lot of fucking momentum right now, and I'm gonna be honest. I've worked for this shit, I've been grinding it out, bro. For example, now, today, I can show you that. But today, for example, 400 euro day. my first day in the one-on-one coaching, just took a one-on-one coach for dropshipping, and yeah, man, I'm getting the results, and I honestly I figured like, okay, what if someone else? I can't even put myself in that situation, because the thing is, like, okay, let me first finish my thoughts. So the thing is, I was thinking like, okay, what if someone else would join the program, right? Would he go so fast in one day get a 400 euro day? Let's be honest. Probably not, right? Probably not. But why is that? Because I've built so much momentum. I've been studying this shit, right? So it's just he gave me the little keys that I was missing, right? And boom, I went up, you know? So currently we're using this swiper method, right? Uh, where you look at people's normal people's posts, just random people posting shit, and these wear on hauls and shit like that, and showing clothes, and these chicks and stuff like that, right? So that's essentially what we're looking for, and then we're taking those videos, and then we're posting them as ads, right? So yeah, man, that's about it. But it's so simple, but the fundamentals were down, but just that little thing I didn't know, right? And I could have just found it out after a while. Probably I would find another, like, strategy, whatever, and then I would try that and this and this and this and this. That's why a mentor is so important, because he just tells you, okay, do this, and you don't question it, because you paid the motherfucker, So yeah, man. What I also can say, okay, what I also can say is, lower your fucking ego. It is so important. Ego doesn't mean confidence, okay? Ego is not confidence. Ego is that part of you that wants to stay comfortable, right? Your old self. So you crack the old self and you build yourself up. You crack the old self and you build yourself up. It's always like that. You crack yourself up, boom, So if you always keep yourself in check, and I always notice this about myself. When I talk to someone and I have this resistance, there's some resistance towards, for example, opening up, or, for example, loving, right? It's resistance, because my old self was always like, no, 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 you can't show that. You have to be cool and shit like that, right? Bro, if you can't put your ego away, provide value to people, stuff like that, right? Those are just fucking simple things, right? And those will get you very far in life. I know it. I know it. I'm not talking from experience, but I will be soon. But I just know it. I feel it, and it's coming, man. So, for example, when I said that, there was like a slight unconfident part, right? There was a slight, because I wasn't 1,000% sure. If I were to talk about out of experience, that would have been, you know. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I really analyze these things, with everybody, not only with myself. But yeah, so that's about it. I really notice also with my thinking, I can speak more fluently, I can speak more clearly, and that's also because that's currently a goal of mine. I've been visualizing it, and reading over it, and it really works. It really works. And as I said, also with the vision, a lot of, like, for example, for me in the start, I had a vision, stuff like that, right? I made a vision, this and this and this and this. And my mentor always told me, go and visualize your vision every morning, right? So again, the ego, right? Because the ego is not used to that. So you build the habit, but then still you always have a little bit of resistance, right? Because you are not 1000% that person yet, right? So, but now I want to. It's completely different. It's completely different because I haven't seen the difference. I've seen the difference. I failed so many times. I said, no, this is not it. This is not it. This is not it. And then every time you see the pain of going back, going back, going back, right? And only with that pain you can say, I want this, you know? So then you can differentiate. If you don't have, like, for example, warm, cold, you don't have the middle part, then you will never see how warm it is on the other side. You know, so you move towards it. Okay, now it's cold again, right? So now, oh, it's even warmer, but I'll stop. You know, it's not worth it. And then you go, you go, you go, and then at the end, oh my God, it's so warm. So even if you move away, you know how warm it can be. That was a very simple fucking thing. That was complete flow, but hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you even understood what I meant. And yeah, man, get on your grind, get your money up. That's essentially it, man. I'll tell you honest, man. This year I'll be a millionaire. I can just say with confidence, you know, it's just so surreal, man. It's already done. Literally, it's already done, right? It's you know what you know the thing I'm like I'm like doubting if I want to do it in December, right? Or I can even do it earlier because I've set the goal in December. I'll I'll get the million, right? But in profit. But I think I could do it earlier, man. I think I'm like a little bit um, restricting myself in that term. I honestly think so. So yeah, man. Um, you see, there's the unconfident part, right? Because you are not certain about what you want. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Because when you're certain, you can say, okay, this I'm going to do. But when you're not certain, do I want to make the million in December? Do I want to make the million in October, November, right? So yeah, man. Maybe I should just put a closer goal, you know. So for like for example next month or whatever, or March, April. Yeah, man. But obviously Q4 is gonna be crazy this year. I mean, I'm telling you guys. You see the video. We'll see in 8 months. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let's get this money. Peace out.